Hello student, good morning. How are you? And I hope you people are fine and safe, children. When I was taking online classes from the last 2 days and I was thinking to revise this lesson, what I felt that many people were not able to tell the correct answer. So children, this many people still think that this is the most complicated lesson in English grammar, but I guarantee you certainly it is not like that. Believe me children, if you will learn few rules properly, then you will be able to understand each and everything in this lesson. So it's better that you should know the rules in a proper manner, and children, step by step what I'm thinking, once again I should teach you, and if there will be any confusion you can we can discuss it in the online classes. Student, let's start. So first I would like to tell you what is a direct speech. So when the exact word of the speaker is there, that is known as direct speech. And children, when that exact word is children told to some other people in one's own word, that is an indirect speech. So now children, don't forget what is a direct speech and what is an indirect speech. What is a direct speech, children? When we children when whatever children when we speak the exact word of the speaker, that is a direct speech. And when that exact words of the speaker in told other people in some other words, making new changes in something which I will be discussing you later, that would be indirect speech. Okay, children, one thing let me tell you, whenever you see inverted comma, the sentence which is written inside the inverted comma, you just make sure that is the exact word of the speaker and that is a direct speech. So whenever we see the exact word of the speaker, okay, in the inverted comma, just children remember that this is a direct speech. Now your question will come from to change from direct to indirect. Now whenever children we have to change from direct to indirect, we have to see the two part of the direct speech. And indirect speech is also known by reported speech. This I think I have told you that indirect speech is also known by the name of reported speech. Okay, so when we change from direct to indirect speech, we have to see the two things. And what are these two things which we have to see? Let me tell you. We have to see the two parts of the direct speech. Okay, like okay, George said to Max, I am going to my school. Now children, here George said to Max that I am going to my school. So here children, it is that you can see the two parts which I will be explaining, and this both the parts are very important. So children, here is the one sentence. George said to Max, I am going to my school. Now children, if you can see this two sentence, what you will see that there are two parts in the sentence. One is inside the inverted comma and the other is outside the inverted comma. One is inside the inverted comma and the other is outside the inverted comma. Okay, and children, one is outside part is very important, and outside part is known as reporting part. What is that part is known as? It is known as, you can see children, this is known as reporting part. And children, this verb is the main thing. This verb determines the changes, this one simple word of the reporting part. And what is that thing? It is the reporting verb which tells all the things. How children, all the things rotate around only one thing, and that is this reporting verb. Okay, so the verb which is in the reporting children part, that is known as reporting verb. this is the most important thing in the whole sentence. And then children, we are having the reported part. So as you can see children, the two parts, I think you all should know, one is the reporting part and the other is the reported part. What is a reporting part? Reporting part is that part children which is outside the inverted comma, and it is the reporting verb which determines all the changes. It is the reporting verb which determines all the changes. Okay. Now children, you can see that there are two parts here. The part which is outside the reported comma is reporting part, and the part which is outside the reported comma is the reported part. And children, it is the reporting verb which determines the changes. It is the reporting verb which determines the changes in the reported part. So which determines the changes is the reporting verb which determines the changes. So I think children, this three things is clear to you. Is what is a direct speech, what is an indirect speech, and what is a children reporting part of a direct speech, and what is a reported part of a direct speech, and what is a reporting verb. Children, it is the reporting verb which is very, very important. The reporting verb is important because all the due changes, whatever changes takes place outside the inverted comma or inside the inverted comma, is just due to only one word, and that is the reporting verb. So children, you should know this thing. Okay. Well, now so children, the next thing we have to see, children, we have to see two things in your examination. Children, this thing will come, how to change from direct to indirect speech. When you will go to senior section, then children, this type of question might come, that change it from indirect to direct, because that you can only do if you are aware and if you have practiced how to change from direct speech to indirect speech. So I mean to say children, in your syllabus you only have to see that you have to change from direct speech to indirect speech. Okay, so you can see children, okay. So now children, we have to see the reporting part. If the reporting verb in the reporting part, this part, reporting verb. Okay, you have to see whether it is in present or future, or present or future, or in past. Okay, so this is very important because as I told you children, it is the reporting verb which determines all the changes. So children, reporting verb, alright, reporting verb children, you can see that if reporting verb is in the present tense, okay, reporting verb is in the present tense, that is how to change from, then if it is in the present tense, then children, we will have 6 changes. We have to do 6 changes when we have to change from direct to indirect speech. Okay, and when it is in reported part, the reporting verb is in the past tense, then you have to make at least 8 changes. So this you have to remember, that if reporting verb is in the present tense or in the future tense, how many changes you have to make? You have to make 6 changes. And when it is in the past tense, then you have to make 8 changes. Okay, so this you have to see, this is a very important thing, because here if people get confused, and children, here our rule start. Now from here you have to listen to all the rules very carefully, otherwise you will not be able to, children, you will be having some problem. Okay, you will not be able to, children, what to say, then you will be confused, and then the things will become complicated to you. So now children, you hear each and every word properly and just find it out okay, that what rule will come next, what rule will come next, automatically children everything will be clear to you. Okay, and then you will be able to do it this. Now children, I also told you one thing earlier, that children, if you want to change from direct speech to indirect speech, you have to learn two things. You have to learn three things in fact. So first, what you have to learn, otherwise you won't be able to do that. So first thing children, you should be aware of your tenses. Okay. Second thing, persons. First person, second person and third person. Then object, subject and reporting. Okay. So children, now children, these three things you have to be aware of. First children, you have to see what is the subject in the reporting part. I'm not talking about reported part, I'm talking about reporting part. What is the subject in the reporting part? Okay. So what is the subject in the reporting part? What is the object in the reporting part, and what is the reporting part? It's very important, otherwise you won't be able to do it. Then children, the most important thing is the tenses. It is the tenses. And the third thing is children, you should know what are the personal verbs, or what is person. What are the pronouns of the first person, what are the pronouns of the second person, and what are the pronouns of the third person. This is very, very important. So children, this three is the what to say is the three words. If you will not be aware of all these three, then children you will be having difficulty in understanding. In fact, you won't be able to understand. So this you have to children see. Okay. So if your you have to see children, you should know tenses, you have to know first person, that is I and we. First person singular is I, and second person first person plural is we. Second person singular person is you, second person plural person is you or your. Third person singular person is he, she, it. Okay. Any singular thing, any name of a singular thing, or children any person who is singular. And children, then children, what you will know, you will be aware of that pronoun of the second person. What is the pronoun of the second person? You, singular is you and plural is your. Similarly children, what are the pronouns of the third person? The third person, it is singular is he, she, it. Okay, he, she, it. And then children, what is he, she, it. And then children, any singular thing or any children name, that will come in third person singular. And in plural children, what will come? In plural, what will come? In plural children, that children, in plural sentence children, what will come in plural sentence? What really happened? There are many things like they, them, their children are there. So these things are there in the plural. Okay. So children, all these things are there. Tenses, person, object, subject, reporting verb. Okay. So if you will not know this thing, and I think in my previous videos I have told you about all these things, because this is the basics in the direct and indirect speech. Very soon, children, we will tell you to change the tenses. Okay, like simple present will change into simple past. But if you will not know the tenses, then how you are going to change the tenses? So a person should know what is the simple present and when it will, what is the formula sentence structure for simple past. Then only you will be able to change it. Otherwise, children, you will really have difficulty and you will never be able to do it. That's why we keep on telling it. Just learn person. Okay, and singular plural of a person, first person, second person, third person. Then please go through the tenses, all the 12 tenses should be there. Otherwise, children, you will be having problem in understanding. Okay, and then children, you will children, you should know the rules of yeah, you should know object, subject, reporting verb in the reporting part. Object, subject in the reporting part you should know. So all these things, children, you should know, then only you will be able to do it. Now one by one I am taking the step. First, I have already told you what is a direct speech. Second, I told you what is an indirect speech. I have given you, I have told you about the two parts of direct and indirect. And then I have also told you a few things I have written on the board. If you will not know these two things, you will never be able to do it. Okay, like these things I have told you, I have discussed with you. So children, if you are having any doubt, either you ask me on the online classes, or you should children, what you will do, you should ask me. Okay. Now children, the most important thing I wanted to discuss with you, that if a reporting part is in present tense, then how many changes will be there? 6 changes. And if reporting part will be reporting verb, sorry, not reporting part, reporting verb is in the past tense, then how many changes you have to do? 8 changes. So now let's study, children, that what 6 changes must be there. What 6 changes must be there? Okay, what 6 changes must be there when the reporting part is in the present tense? Okay, and this thing is very much clear to you that it is the reporting verb which determines all the changes. Okay, so now I am going to write, children, when reporting verb is in the present tense. Okay, so reporting verb is in the present tense. Then children, first thing, says to will change into what else? This is the first one. Then second, you have to remove the inverted comma. Third, you have to remove the inverted comma, children. What is the third point? Third point is that you have to remove the central comma and add the conjunction. Add the conjunction that. Okay, so children, this is the 3 rule. Still, children, we have to write the I will be writing the 3 other rules also. Okay, so what are those 3 other rules are? So this is clear. Select to says to, see, this is in the present tense. Reporting verb is in the present tense. Says to will change into tells. Okay. Remove the inverted comma. When you will remove the inverted comma, automatically the center comma will be removed and it will be joined by the conjunction that. So this is still a very common rule in all the, if the reporting verb is in the past, and then also this inverted comma and center comma rule will be applied, and if it is in future tense also, then also we will apply this rule. So now children, we will come to the 4th point. So what is the 4th point here? 4th point is, children, there we have to change the pronoun. the pronoun. Alright, now then no change in tenses. No change will be there in tenses. This you have to keep in mind. Okay, there will be no change in the tenses. This you have to keep in mind. So what are the three extra rules? Children, when the reporting verb is in the present tense, that is says to, will be changed into tell. We have to remove the inverted comma, we have to remove the central comma. As soon as we remove the central comma, it will be added by the conjunction that. Now the fourth point is, children, is that we have to change the pronoun. Okay, how the pronoun will be changed, that also I will be discussing. And then, children, what else you have to do? If the pronoun will be changed, then automatically the verb will also be changed. Okay, automatically the verb will be changed. And children, if please notice this thing which is very important, which I am going to tell you, that if your reporting verb is in the present tense or in the future tense, children, then you don't have to see what you don't have to do. Children, what you have to do? You don't have to, what to say, children, you don't have to change, okay, the tenses. Okay, only thing the pronoun will be changed, and then the verb will automatically change with the pronoun. Why? Like, children, with I generally we use the verb am, but if that I will be changed into he or she, then, children, do you think am will be written with he or she? Do we write he am is a doctor or she am is a doctor? Never. Okay, so we will write he is a doctor. They are the group of students who went to Nainital. Okay, she is a teacher. So, children, we with he or she, we never use the verb. Which verb? We never use the verb am. It is always is or are or was or were will be used. Okay, so this you have to keep in mind, children. This is very important thing, that you will be, the things will be changed into what. Okay, so the six rules, I think now you will never forget it. Okay, and now, children, I will be teaching you one important thing, how the pronouns are changed. Now, children, you have to note it one thing. Okay, and what is that thing is that you have to see, children, the pronoun. Okay, you have to see the pronoun, right? Now, like, I'm writing one example. Like one, I'm going to write the example. He said. So this is the reporting verb. Okay, he said is the reporting verb, and I shall discuss this matter next week. I shall Now children, if you will read this thing, he said, I shall discuss the matter. Okay. Next week. Right? Yeah. Now, one thing is clear to you, children. Since inverted comma is here, so this is what this is children. This is the sentence of direct speech. Okay. Why? Because inverted comma is here. So this is the sentence of a direct speech. No confusion, I think here. Now, children, you have to see the two part of the direct speech. What are the two part? One should be outside the inverted comma, and the other should be inside the inverted comma. So, what is outside the inverted comma? Outside the inverted comma is he said. And what is the inside of the inverted comma? I shall discuss the matter next. Okay, so this is the, which is there outside the, this is still a reporting part. And this is the reporting one. And which is inside the inverted comma, this is the reported part. Okay, so children, what we have to see next, the other thing which we have to see is that the reporting part is in the present tense or in the past tense. The reporting part is in the present tense or in the past tense. Okay, this you have to see. Now, if you will read the sentence, very well we know that the reporting verb is in the past tense. Okay, now if reporting verb is in the past tense, so I told you 8 things will be changed. What are those things? First, children, after now you have to remove the inverted comma, then you have to remove the central comma, you have to join with the conjunction. Okay, and then children said, here children said will not be changed into told. Why said will not be into the told? Because children object is not there. If object is present, if object is present in the children in the reporting part, then only we will write tells. I hope you understand. Like suppose if any object would have been given here, he said to Shyam. So children, here this is the object. Then children, what will happen here? What will be there? He told Shyam. He told Shyam. But if this object will not be there, so the said will not be changed into told. Instead, children, said will remain as a said only. It will be not be changed into told. Okay, this you have to see. Okay, this you have to see. Here said will not be changed into told. Said will be changed into, it will remain like that because the object is not there. Because object is not there. So here children said will remain like this only. Okay. Now children, we have to remove the second point is that we have to remove the inverted comma. Okay. And when the inverted comma will be removed, then what we have to do? We have to remove the central comma. And then if central comma will also be removed, then we have to join with the conjunction that. So let's join it. He said that. Okay, we have joined with the conjunction that. He said that. Okay. Now children, you have to change the pronoun, the most important thing. Now how you are going to change the pronoun? Children, you will change the pronoun. You have to see that which person is there inside the inverted comma. Okay. Which person is there inside the inverted comma. So here children, which person is there inside the inverted comma? It is children, it is I. This is the pronoun. Now children, the best friend of I, the first person there, his best friend is the subject. Subject of the reporting. So children, what will happen? I will become here he. So he said that he should, tenses will be changed for this reporting purpose in the net. Okay, I hope you have understood that how the pronouns are changed. Children, please always remember this thing. If first person is there inside the inverted comma, then what you will be having? You will be having what, children? If first person is there inside the inverted comma, then children, it will change according to the person. If second person will be there inside the inverted comma, then it will be changed according to the object of the reporting part. And if third person will be there, so no change. So children, in my next video you will know more important rules, and please keep watching, otherwise children again you will get confused. Now I will not going to teach you anymore, okay, because this is in a very slow manner I am teaching you each and everything, and I hope you have understood. So with this I conclude my class here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.